Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And today I'm going to be doing another This is the Police video, so let's get started. Um, I'd like to get a couple things done today, or on the game done today, obviously, not like
Usually, before I go shaking my tits for the press.
There we go. Alright, so let's go to continue. Day 6, July 20th, Saturday. Thomas blamed pregnant woman killer sent to mental hospital. Or Tomas, I'm sorry. Mayor Rogers not afraid of the competition, and according to Dr. Eleanor Waterbury, Tomas Blaine is a new form of schizophrenia.
Mr. Boyd, there was a man here earlier. He left you this.
A man? What man? Who let him on this floor?
I don't know. I've never seen him before. I asked him his name, but he just ignored me. He was talking on a big telephone, you know, one of those portables. He gave me this envelope and left.
Damn. Okay, let's see about this. Of course, they could have shot them the second they took the photo. But I knew Kendrick and his family were all right. Either way, the message was not that they got out. It meant that I was in. My servitude to the Mafia had begun. I'd only been in my new position 5 seconds, and I already knew why Kendrick called it a contract. You sound doomed if you call it what it is. A curse. Boyd.
Good morning, Jack. I believe you just received my message.
Who am I speaking with?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forget some people don't recognize my voice. But I assure you, Jack, if I was sitting right there in front of you, you'd have no trouble recognizing me. Like I was a member of your family. Even better than a wife, perhaps. A wife can betray you. No man is immune.
I don't talk to people who don't tell me their names.
Oh, Jack, don't be so childish. You're too old to run away from strangers. Yes, we both are. And in our old age, friendship becomes rare and all the more precious. But of course, we must work with new people and find out new names. So if you insist, Jack, let us formally meet. Hello, Jack Boyd. I'm Christopher Sand.
Wonderful, Mr. Sand. And what is it you do for a living?
Oh, you'll soon find out all about that. Well, you'll learn much more than a simple policeman could ever expect. You're a simple policeman no longer, Jack. Don't turn off your phone. You start today.
Alright, well I'm not sure if I have already done this day in the last video. If I have,
8
I'll just
in
cross this
10.
part out.
It's been my go-to principle since my first day on the job. I've got to let my colleagues hush up what they need to, 2 out of 10 times, so that they'll help me with the remaining 8. 80 out of 100, 800 out of 1,000. I'm proud of those statistics. It's not so bad for Freeburg, right? But now I just officially became a Mafia whore. I'm supposed to be fearing for my life, for the lives of my wife and children. But the only thing I can think, what's gonna happen to 8 and 10?
Alright. Nava didn't come into work today. Okay. McStone, while I was taking out the trash last night, I accidentally got into some poison ivy. This morning I noticed my feet were blistered. It doesn't look like anything serious, but I'd like to see the doctor just in case. Can I take a day off? No. Alright. Let's start the day. Maybe I haven't done this day. I can't remember. Huh. Quan Yin Lin turned out to be a member of the gang known as the Red Masks. He could help you to take down the gang if you make him an informant. I think I did do this thing. Okay. We're gonna investigate Ying He. And... I'm not sure why I can't. Bao Liang gave several interviews in which she spoke about atrocities committed by the Red Masks gang. She embellished a lot and distorted the facts. If you want to keep people from panicking, we'll only take down the gang within the next 4 days. Please be informed that your employees have filed a formal complaint against you. We are gathering information and familiarizing ourselves with the circumstances of the case. As we're north of the city, if I can't keep our promises, we'll ours. Job site, they can hire one more detective. Okay.
410A in progress.
Okay, attempted murder at the Sugar Dream Confectionery. A young employee at the factory got into a fight with the manager and is trying to push him into a vat of boiling chocolate. This one's Tsubaki and Stone. More experience and whatnot in there. There we go. There we go. Alright, now we just have to wait. Okay, attempted murder report. Offender caught, officers unharmed. Good job, Tsubaki and McStone. Okay, now there's been a carjacking in the suburb. Parking lot attendant Dylan Burns reports seeing a teenager walking between cars trying handles in hopes of finding an unlocked vehicle. Before the attendant could approach him, the teenager found an unlocked door and shut himself inside. A few seconds later, the teen drove shrieking from the parking lot, greatly exceeding the speed limit. He fled towards the suburbs. I'm going to put Hunter, Yancey, and Purdy on that one. Alright, Ning He is the faithful assistant Jing Yang. A founding member of the gang, he's entrusted with most serious jobs. Ning He keeps his most valuable prizes at home while he arranges their sale. He then brings them to the Wise Dragon restaurant on the day before he's planning to make the deal. The gang must have had an immediate buyer for the necklace, as Ning He brought it to the restaurant the same night it was stolen. Usually the restaurant is open around the clock, but it was closed the night before because an important deal was going down. Ning He has the key to the restaurant, and valuables are kept in a safe under the bar. Offender caught. You were able to arrest all suspects. Awesome. So now I only have Kochi and Price if something happens. Well, I guess Tsubaki and McStone just became available though, so that's
Officer, looks like we have a situation here. 113.
offender caught, officers unharmed.
710A in progress.
A weeping child called in saying that someone was holding him against his will. They won't let me go outside. They torture me and bully me. I don't think I can keep going. I want to go outside and see Keith. I'm going to send Trove to that one. So I believe that's the one that they were just forcing him to do or something. Just following another one in Guard Point deleted, broccoli. That's what it was. Okay. Theft at the Rubinovich Casino. We received a call from an angry casino patron. He claims that one of the casino girls that was hanging around his table has lifted his wallet, which was carrying a couple $1,000s in cash and several credit cards. Casino security shoved him outside, saying that he was drunk, but the man isn't giving up so easily. I'm going to send Hunter and Koji to us for that. Jack, we're dealing with a moron who refuses to pay his debt, says that the police will protect him. I think it's time we show him whose side the police are on. Alright. Fine. I gotta deal with the mafia. I don't want to, but I have to.
911 completion.
Offender caught, officers unarmed.
412 in progress.
Assault with a deadly weapon in the city center. At the parking lot exit, a security guard stopped a suspicious-looking van and asked to check the driver's membership card. The female driver reached casually into the glove compartment, then pulled out a gun and opened fire. Alright, send those four.
Officer on scene. Looks like we have a situation here.
The man takes a sharp turn, crashes through the window of a sex shop. A woman exits the vehicle, grabs the shop attendant, and puts a gun to his head.
412.
Okay, well, nobody died. That's a good thing. Offender caught, officers unharmed, civilians unharmed. Cool. I think that went better than the last. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did this one, because I remember that one. So I will just cut that out of this video. I've got 3 new frames and the receiving stolen property. Okay, let's see. Not sure. Apparently I have to choose something with that. Okay. Let's try this one. That one. That one. No. That one. Then that one. Then that one. No. Honestly, I'm not sure. So. No. I'm not sure. It's a little weird. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it that way because I can't figure that case out. Alright. Take your sworn oath to save the city. I'm not sure how that one works. Alright. Day 7, July 21st, Sunday. Racist gangs run wild in the city, second tower to be built in Freeburg. An investigation into Francis Kendrick could resume.
The people of Freeburg have built up a tolerance for the petty horrors of modern life. You'll never see crowds gathering around a beaten passerby. Folks rarely even slow to gawk at a car accident. And street theft doesn't turn heads anymore. Been a long time since people got worked up about stuff like that. So when I ran into a troubled crowd on the way to work, I knew there was something serious going on. Something bad enough to knock these people out of their daily rhythm. And we're talking about people who would step over a corpse if it was blocking the door to the coffee shop. But apparently all it takes is a bunch of leaflets, or spreading broken glass across Main Street, or releasing a couple of hundred rats in the ice arena. The mysterious figure taking responsibility for these strange acts goes by the alias Robespierre. Nobody knows who he is, what he wants, or what all this adds up to, from the buckets of lard spread on the sidewalk to the front door of City Hall covered with ostrich feathers. But this strange cross between childhood pranks and cheap theatrics has got the people all worked up. Everyone understands when some Freeburg crook satisfies the basic human need to rob and kill. But when someone steals a lion from the local zoo and locks him in a cell below the courthouse, the people start asking questions. Myself, I kind of like this Robespierre. It's not just the pranks he's pulling or his green bull's head emblem. I just like his funny nickname. Robespierre? Really? Who does that make me? The Marquis de Lantenac? I don't think so. In the old books about revolutions, I fancy myself the old gunner who goes off to war with a bag of damp powder. Or maybe the innkeeper who tops up the beer kegs with mop water. It's something to think about.
See, I agree with him. I like this Robespierre guy. What if we were Robespierre? That would be kind of weird. Martin Stett is your new deputy. My birth junior. My grandfather has epilepsy and recently the seizures have gotten worse. They happen more often and they all end in tears. Doctors say that he needs a new special drug that I can only get out of town. I'm the only one in my family who drives. Can I go get the drugs now? Yes, but come in tomorrow. New records can be obtained as a gift or a thank you for your service, but why wait when you can refill your collection now? I don't really listen to the music though. In the Elric's List catalog, you can always find a rich assortment at the lowest possible prices. Pre-order and save. Sure. I'll get Clarinet. Sugar by Bob Barnard. I like clarinets. The Mafia can offer you some very interesting services. You're practically a member of the family now, so it will hardly cost you a thing. Affairs, the Sands. I can get a crime trap, which the Mafia will falsify a special crime in progress report, and all the officers arriving at the scene will be killed. Up to 3 cops. An investigation trap where the Mafia will falsify a special investigation and the detective who arrives at the scene will be killed, only 1 detective. Or threaten, which is $35,000, or the Mafia will intimidate members of the committee before the hearing at the prosecutor's office. No, that's alright. Your new assistant is no Kendrick, but he's not as useless as he might seem. He can handle some of your duties while you're pressed for time, but lunch is on you, along with any other expenses. Alright. Sounds good to me. Send your staff for training, hire a snitch, pay an employee to gather important information for you, buy names, find out which of your employees plans to testify against you, send employees to an informal outdoor party, an experienced but retired detective will assist your investigations for not his fee, or convince your employees not to testify against you. Well, let's send all my employees to training. I'm going to send Scott since he's the... Please be informed that employees' complaint against you has been passed along to the prosecutor for further investigation. Whoops.
911 in progress.
Bigfoot Athletic Shoe Shop theft. A store clerk reports that two teenagers found the most expensive sneakers on display, tried them on, and then without paying ran out of the shop wearing the new shoes. I'm going to send Beckman and Scott for that. Can't be that hard.
Looks like we have a
Since they're
situation
standing there
here.
smoking not far from the store admiring their new shoes.
911.
Offender escaped, officers. Alright, that's alright. Attempted murder. A man returned from work earlier than usual and found his young wife in bed with her lover. The maid called the police when she saw the husband taking a hunting rifle from the wall cabinet. I'm going to send Stavali, Kingston, Forbes, and Samadi. Today in Freiburg, we're hosting the premiere of Back to the Future. The film's distributors have asked the city for an officer to stand at the door and ensure. Sorry, I don't have anybody to spare.
complete.
Offender caught, officers unharmed. Good.
412A in progress.
Assault, Freiburg Elementary School. A young father deprived of his parental rights tried to pick up his daughter from school. When he wasn't allowed access, he attacked a teacher, knocking her to the ground and kicking her. Alright, let me send Beckman and Scott. Mr. White, I have a very sensitive issue which our mutual friend Charles Dill said that you could help me with. As you may already know, I own the largest music store in Freiburg. Recently, my ex-wife got half my record collection in a lawsuit. There's a lot of rare records. My ex is very afraid of the police and always tries to act like a law-abiding citizen. If some of your guys went over there in uniform and told her those records are evidence in an important investigation, she'd just smile and give them whatever they asked for without even checking into the warrant. Alright, we'll send my top 3 for that. Jack, we have something going down today at engineering plant at 2209. We wouldn't want any policemen crashing the party. I think 4,000 should be enough for such a request. Alright. I'll turn my back. Why not?
210 in progress. 412A.
Disorderly Conduct, Gallery of Modern Art. A guard says that someone got into the exhibition hall, scrawled pictures of penises on the artwork, and hid in the closet. I only have one to send to that, so... report on the assault. Offender caught, officers unharmed. Civilian killed. Oh boy. Okay. Ulrich Bieber, City Center. Chief, we helped Ulrich Bieber and to thank us, he gave us a Gennaro Crespo album, The Master. True Kingston prefers glam, so he's really sad. At the bar with the tennis shift ended. $1,000 for helping him. Looking to see what, okay, see if there was anything interesting in the options menu.
Looks like we have a situation
All the way
here.
down when the police arrive, the museum caretaker explains that he's only had the job a couple weeks and he's worried he's going to be fired over this foolishness. The police calm him down and he points out the bathroom stall that the artist locked himself inside. Terrified and tearful young man holding a knife insists he's engaged in some kind of performance art and no one understands him. He refuses to surrender and is threatening to stab himself.
210 complete.
Cool. said was when something was going to happen. And there we
911 in
go.
progress.
The engineering plant. He's received a call from a groundskeeper at a machine factory. He spotted two offenders stealing aluminum for a factory through the whole wall. We're just going to turn our backs on it and ignore it. Thank you for doing what we asked. Here's the amount we agreed on. $4,000 from Christopher G. Sand. Offender escaped. Okay, whatever. Jack, you must have seen the newspaper stories about Tomas Blaine, the retired cop who went schizophrenic and shot a pregnant woman. To ensure this tragedy doesn't repeat itself, we decided to conduct psychological testing from all the cops over 50 years of age. That includes you, Jack. Tomorrow morning, Dr. Eleanor Waterby is waiting for you in her office. Don't be late. Great. Alright. Day 7 is done. Day 8, July 22nd, Monday. City Treasury doles out $90,000 for Mayor's birthday, 6 new restaurants to appear in City by year's end, and Mayor Rogers displeased with the police department. Mr. Boyd, this is a very simple test. I'll show you a card with an abstract image. You just look at them and tell me what you see. Flying severed heads. A man going back to his house. Dancing girl. A man giving a woman a Christmas ornament. The woman dropping the Christmas ornament. Pieces of the Christmas ornament all over the floor. Thank you for your time, Mr. Wood. I will inform you about the test results in the coming days. Day 9, July 23rd, Tuesday. Shea Broom re-elected as a Freeburg General Attorney, major businessman ready to invest in the future of the city, and no black employees at City Hall, Mayor says. Alright. A few months ago, an unregistered feminist organization appeared in Freeburg. Today they are holding their first protest. As far as we know, the organization is backed by foreign sponsors, and their goal is to get their people into important positions in City Hall. The protest may escalate into something more serious, and we need to show them who's in charge. Use batons and tear gas, even firearms if necessary. Let's show them what intimidation looks like up close and personal. Jack, we have a problem. The chief prosecutor at Freeburg is a woman, and it seems she's on the side of the feminists who might be walking into some serious legal problems. You better play it safe and take some evidence to shield you from any possible prosecution. I don't have money for any of that. Mr. Boyd, your psyche is in good shape. My only concern is your stress level. My research shows that Beethoven's music soothes and relaxes the nervous system. I recommend you invest in a bit of good old blue gone. Will help any violent urges you might be feeling. Someone was an honest servant of the city. Today she was buried with military honors. Please be informed that we are calling in 2 employees who initiated the complaint against you for official interviews. Date of interrogation, July 24th.
710A in progress.
Hostage situation. Johnson, Jurgen, and Katz law firm. A dissatisfied client entered some law offices with a pistol, took several employees hostage, and demanded a meeting with the firm's partners. These shyster Jews took me for a ride. They sucked up all my money, and my son still went to jail. I'm just gonna send him. He's all I have, unfortunately. No, I'm not gonna suppress it by force. Jack, we have something going down today at Rubinovich Casino at 12:40. We wouldn't want any policemen crashing the party. Alright, sounds good. Darn. The Last Picture Show Theater. A young woman set fire to the movie theater. A dealer at the casino called the police after a man entered the place carrying a grenade. He threw a duffel bag onto the floor and demanded that I'm gonna ignore it. The incident occurred during the screening of a Jim Jarmusch film, Stranger Than Paradise. The screen is ruined and members of the audience suffered minor injuries in the panic, but fortunately no one was seriously hurt. Jersey Coddle Usher, I remember a girl with bright red hair. I sold her a ticket after the show started, although I usually don't do that. But she was really, really nice. I noticed a bottle on her hand, but I thought it was soda. I wouldn't think such a young, pretty lady would come to the movies without anything hard. I sat in the last row. A few minutes after the film started, I heard someone enter the room and slam the door. I was going to say something because I don't like it when someone distracts me from Jarmusch's vision. Then I saw a flash of fire and a flaming bottle flew straight at the screen. Pavel Kosi, theater visitor, when the screen caught on fire, I thought it must be part of the show. You know what I heard? That Jim Jarmusch guy is from that house. Nevin Armstrong, when the fire started, I immediately started looking around for a way out, and that's when I spotted her, the red-headed fool. She ran away quick. There wasn't time to do anything. Alright. Demi-Grenier, Constitution 2000 Arcade. Mr. Boyd, today we're installing a new slot machine called Super Magdalena 3. Last time we put in a new one of the bigger kids almost broke it the first day. It would be great if you could send us a couple of your men to keep the kids under control. We're going to send Kingston and Samadi. Alright. Offender escaped. Civilian killed. Whoops. Initiators of the complaint are Stovall and Mole. Stovall. Okay then. Alright, A suspicious individual at St. John's Hospital. A pregnant girl called in a report of a suspicious gynecologist who she met in reception. The doctor was behaving very strangely and attempted to persuade the girl to have an abortion even though she was already 5 months pregnant. Through streaming tears, she explained the doctor said that for only $10,000, he would save me from the parasite inside my body. Okay then. Everything went great, boss. In fact, it's been a while since we had that much fun. We beat the hell out of them playing Hellfighter. Cool.
In progress.
Disorderly conduct in the ghetto. Housewife Takara Montez often complains to the police about her neighbors. They're constantly making a racket and often get into fights. She's always refusing to discuss things with their neighbors. She's called the police again today after hearing loud bangs in the apartment along with loud screams. According to her, about 6 or 7 people live in there. I have to wait for Kingston and Sonati to get back.
We've got a situation here. 1210 complete.
They're caught. Officers unarmed. Now I can phone those two. Feminist protests may have been solved. Jackie swore on oath to serve the city. If we can't keep her promises, we won't keep ours. Jack, we're about to bring in a large shipment of alcohol, but we've heard our new partners like to play tough. We need a couple of your guys for insurance. I don't have anybody to send you.
It's 11 in progress.
I was trying to raise T1, Sergeant Southpaw.
Nothing I can do about it. And sorry if you hear crunching sounds. I'm trying to eat chips because I haven't eaten much today. Arson report. I've got 3 new frames of investigation. So it sounds like she bought her ticket, she threw the bottle, and then she left. Okay. Zoe Nosik, a student about a month ago, she unsuccessfully applied for an usher job at the Last Picture Show Theater. Okay, so now we just have to wait until I have some officers.
210 complete.
Officers are caught, officers unharmed.
It's 11 complete.
Offender escaped. Nothing I could do. I didn't have the men to take care of it. Each of your employees receives a weekly salary, the ones who are still alive anyway, but if you bury the paperwork, you can pull in some money from any deceased officer's salaries. As long as they're alive and healthy on paper, City Hall will keep printing perfectly healthy paychecks. Well, that's kind of, I don't know. Boss, I quit. I just want to spend more time with my family. Alright, I think this is where we're going to end this video. I will pick it up in the next video. If you like this video, please give me a like and a subscription if you haven't subscribed already, and I will see you in the next video.